Most of my initial consultations are with couples, fiancés or newlyweds or people who are discussing marriage, because that's what I handle. Oftentimes, these couples have made plans for the future. And one of the first things I ask during a consultation are, what are your plans for the future? Sometimes people will tell me, well, we got married last week, or we made plans, we sent out wedding invites, we're getting married on this day, at this place, in this country. This video is for me to tell you that it's a mistake to plan anything without speaking with a lawyer first. One of the biggest mistakes that I see people making early on before they even begin the immigration process is creating a timeline for the future without discussing it with an immigration lawyer. For example, right, an immigrant spouse enters the US on her tourist visa, and while she's here on the tourist visa, she and her spouse, her US citizen spouse, decide to get married, file the process, and plan a big wedding celebration a few months later in Istanbul or anywhere abroad, doesn't matter. If they explain their plans to someone like me, I would tell them that plan's not gonna work because she's not gonna have permission to leave the US that soon after beginning the immigration process. And in fact, if she leaves before she receives her employment authorization and travel document, her green card application will be abandoned and her tourist visa will likely be canceled. So during the consultation, I'll often explain this to them and help create a timeline for the future, and we'll create a plan. And oftentimes, when the couples have created their plan by themselves beforehand, they have to do double the work, go back, change all the plans, contact family again. So I strongly recommend speaking with a lawyer first. Sometimes during the consultation, the clients tell me that they've already filed a family petition, Form I-130. And sometimes that's okay, but sometimes that throws a wrench into our plans and significantly complicates the process. I posted a video a couple months ago about traveling with an I-130 petition pending, and in that video I highlight some of the complications. I'm repeating it again today just to reiterate that speaking with an attorney before you begin this process will simplify everything and can actually prevent being denied entry to the US. If you have a family petition pending, a Customs and Border Patrol officer might take the position that you're trying to permanently reside in the US and might deny your entry as a tourist if you're trying to come here on a tourist visa to be with your family member. So again, speak with your lawyer before you take any of these actions. I know that consulting with a lawyer costs money, but in this particular situation where you're creating a plan for your future with your significant other, not consulting with a lawyer costs more money, and you're lucky if that will be all that it costs you. When I do a consultation with my clients, one of the first things I do after I ask them what they want to do with their future, what they want the next year to look like, is we create a timeline. When we're going to submit documents, when they could travel, when they're probably going to be able to leave, come back, things like that. If you have questions after watching this video, please put it in the comment below. I'll answer them. I'll do the best I can with what you give me. If you want to go through your fact pattern, or if you're planning on proposing anytime soon and you want to speak confidentially, please feel free to call or text my office, 914-885-3961. And as always, if you appreciate this content and you want more, be sure to subscribe.